something that I've really learned along the way is how much style matters. Now, I've known, forever that I'm obsessed with fashion, that I love it, I love getting dressed, I love what clothing can do for you, but I didn't really know how important style was to your business and to your revenue goals. So going back to me, this whole first section is like me, but hopefully it will help you understand and set you up for the lesson that we're gonna go into. I was 34 years old and School of Style was taking off, Messiah Media, really starting to get some momentum, and something just really felt off. I wasn't really getting the respect that I felt that I worked so hard for and deserved. I didn't feel that people were treating me equally as my business partner. I'm like, wait, I'm like doing all the heavy lifting and working on the marketing and the branding, and I was kind of being treated like an assistant, and it was really bothering me. And my businesses, while they were accelerating, I was having a hard time getting over that hump to that $1 million mark. And I went back to what I know. I know fashion, I know style, I know what I teach my clients to help them reach the next level. If you dress the part, if you dress towards your goals, you will reach them. So I became my own client. I completely made myself over with my business goals in mind. Now, if I wanted to be treated like an entrepreneur, like a female business owner who has 2 companies, one of them that was like on its way to breaking through $1 million, how would a woman in that position, how would she dress? Now, while I dressed plenty fashionable, I was still stuck in the mindset of that 20-something-year-old girl who was sitting in a classroom with dreams of becoming her own boss and a stylist, who went under the wing of people who were ahead of her and was just kind of like learning and taking notes and getting ready. I was still dressing like that. So it was no wonder that I wasn't getting that respect, that I wasn't taking things to the next level, because I wasn't suited up for that experience. And some people think fashion is silly, it's crazy. Oh, why would I spend all that money on getting dressed? Or why would I take that extra effort? It's just clothes. People should see the real me. Here's some reality. People are judging you. It's just true. If you walk into a room, 7 seconds is what it takes to form an opinion on someone. 7 seconds. That's not long enough for them to get a sentence out. So you are looking at a person and thinking, okay, she's his assistant, he's in charge, just by looks. So if I were able to change the way I looked and change people's instant, first impression on me, what could happen next? Well, what happened next was, going past the $1 million. What happened next was feeling more confident when I'm doing a pitch or teaching a course. It really moved, moved the mark there. It really helped accelerate my revenue. So, it sounds crazy, but I have so many clients, hundreds of clients that I've seen this happen for. So it's like, why couldn't it happen for me? Once that actually happened for me, that's when I realized, okay, this is the stuff right here. It's not so much about the clothes, but about what the clothes can do for you. I have a client who, she's incredibly talented. She's a movie producer, freaking awesome. Great girl, super sweet, had an awesome boyfriend, but she was dressing like a PA, and people on set would treat her like a PA, and she didn't feel that she was deserving of looking her very best. She was in the scarcity mentality of, I'm freelance, I don't know when the next job is coming, which is very similar to an entrepreneur. Got success today, what if it all crumbles tomorrow? So she wasn't willing to invest in herself, but everyone gets to that breaking point where you're like, I cannot live like this anymore. And when that happened for her, she called me. Since calling me and redoing her whole entire style, she's married, okay? Boyfriend put a ring on it. She's produced an incredible movie. I saw it in theaters. It was so exciting. That's probably going to be nominated for a bunch of awards. And her respect level through the roof. She's gone so far in her career. She's made so much more money. It's absolutely incredible. There's actually a study that women who put an effort in how they dress get paid 20% more than women who don't. Now, this isn't just like, getting a raise from your boss. This is all across the board. You make more money if you put more effort into your appearance. Don't argue with the facts, okay? I didn't make them up, they're true. So that's just a little context, a little bit about me, a little bit about my style journey and how it took my life as an entrepreneur to the next level. So I just want you to keep that all in mind before we bust into the official lesson. So you know that I'm not just giving you a bunch of, garbage. We're not just gonna talk about cute shoes. This actually matters. So let that soak in, and now we're gonna bust into the lesson.